Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let's go through agent chat UI from LangChain itself. You create an agent, but having a web app for interacting with any LangGraph agent is always good to have, right? Here, this is exactly what they have provided. By the end of the video, we will have a simple agent running in the browser itself, not in the local machine. You can run of course in the local machine also, but then we need to connect this agent to the UI so that you can have this simple UI where you can just go and ask questions. For example, I said here, what is the weather of Helsinki? It went through the tool search, taking the action, and it also shows us. You can even hide the tool call just to see the answers, and you can see the answer. And also you can have the thread history. If you want to click the new thread, you can go through that. Simple applications, but it will be really good for having the interaction with the agents. Let's get started. Before getting started, what is LangGraph, right? If you are new to this, it helps, as you can see here, it's from the website of LangGraph itself. And by the way, there is already a course which is free. If you want to know more about the LangGraph, how AI agents work and so on. So LangGraph in the LangChain Academy course, you can go there. It helps you to build agents that automate real world tasks with the LangGraph orchestration, right? It helps teams of all sizes across all industry build reliable AI agents deployed in the production, and it is also connected to the LangSmith, where you can see all the traces related to that agents. In this video, there will be two parts. First, I will be taking the simple LangGraph example, which I have also explained in this particular video, and many of you find this helpful. 5.1k views already. You can go through this, and I have also shown here how you can install LangGraph Studio in your machine and so on. You can follow this, but in this video we don't need to go through the installation of the LangGraph Studio locally. We don't need to install Docker and so on. Why might be the question? Because if you go to this part here, you need to have, as you can see, if I scroll a little bit down here, the LangGraph Studio desktop app is a standalone application that allows you to connect to this application and visualize. It is available for Mac OS only, right? Because it is just for Mac OS, so you cannot use for other machines. That's the reason LangGraph team now has a way to start the local server with LangGraph dev that will run the server at localhost and automatically open studio in your browser. It's already in the browser itself, so you don't need to be installing all the different things locally. One thing is, of course, you need to install the LangGraph CLI, which I will show you later. So the two parts. First, we will be using this simple LangGraph example, and then we will be connecting this to the chat UI. Here, if I go to this is the chat, right? This is the GitHub link. I will provide the link in the description. You can already go into the hosted version and try it. And if you want to run it locally, there are also instructions to do it locally. We will do it both ways. But before going into the agent chat UI, which is the second phase, let's go to this particular example, LangGraph example. You can just clone this. I have already cloned here. You can see LangGraph example ls. I will open this in VS Code, so it's easier for me to explain you. Let me close all this. Here, the first thing is you need to provide the API keys, right? If you create the agent, you need to talk to the LLM, you need to do the tool calls and so on. As I said before, I'm not going to go in depth of this particular example because I have explained this all in my previous video, but there is not that many of the things. First, you need to provide the API keys. I'll provide the link in the description, but you need to go to OpenAI's platform to get the OpenAI API key. And there is the Tabli API key, which do the web search for us. So we need to provide two of these API keys. I'll remove the API key anyway later. I have this OpenAI API key. I have this Tabli API key, and then the LangSmith API key. You don't need it, but if you want to deploy it into the LangGraph platform, then you need it. I will show you, because once we don't provide this, it will be saying, okay, if you want to see the traces, can you provide the LangSmith API key? But we don't need that, right? I have just cloned this. I haven't done any changes. If you want to go into it, here is the agent part. You can see we have the agent, we have the action, and this is the entry Point is the action, and there is the agent, and there is actions again. And if you want to go inside it also, you can see in the utils where we have the get modal, should continue, call mode, modal, and so on. And there is the state, there is the tools which is calling to the tablet sorts results and so on, right? And there is the requirements.txt. As I said before, if you want to go with the LangGraph studio, I will open the LangGraph studio. I'm not going to go through this because this is not needed for this, but if you follow the previous video, then you might come across this. Here you can see I can open this locally also, but it says here fail to access Docker because I haven't started my Docker, just to show you that it is not needed. And here it says studio desktop app is moving to the browser. This is what I was mentioning before. There is a guide, you can just go through this, but instead of this we need to install the LangGraph CLI. So here, this is the LangGraph CLI. All the links will be in the description of the video, and you can install either way, but I prefer this npm install this one. I have already installed. I'll just copy this, Control V, I have already installed this, so you can see that it is going to be installed, but it's already there. It will say something here. Once this is done, you can run the LangGraph CLI. You can see here, change 200 packages in 13 seconds, all the different things. Now if I go here, LangGraph JS, right? If you run LangGraph JS up, then it will be running locally. You can open that in the desktop, and you can open this in the LangGraph studio. But if you do this LangGraph dev, then this will be running in the browser. So I'm not going to go through all the small pieces here, but the first thing that you need to do after going inside this LangGraph example is just run this LangGraph JS dev. So you can see it says you're launching Python server, downloading this. It is going to be downloading all the different things, and you can see it automatically redirects you to the browser. This is what I was mentioning before, and this is now running in the browser. You can see here is smith.langchain.com. I was already logged in, but you don't need to be logged in if you don't want to see the logs. Now if I open this in the browser, you can see it is all here. If you want to do it manually, you can go to this LangGraph platform. Here you can see all LangChain users. We don't need to go through this. Open Studio. Just go here, and this is the local host, right? When I run this in the local here, you can see when I run this LangGraph JS dev, it was listening API localhost 2024 Studio UI. This is the Studio UI that was pointing there. And then this is the docs. If you want to go through the docs, you can go through the docs. Here is 2024, right? I can go here, 2024, I can connect. This is the LangGraph agent running in the browser instead of your local LangGraph studio, so that each and every one of you can follow, not only the Mac OS users. And you can see here, it looks like your LangSmith API key is missing. Please make sure to add this. If you don't add this, you don't see the traces. So what I will do, I will go here. I have already provided the LangSmith API key. I will just go here and uncomment this line. I will save this. I will go here, and I will, once I save that, it refreshes automatically. So I can open this in the browser. I will close this. I will go to the API key. I will connect, and now it's there, and there is no red error saying that I don't have the runs. So yeah, this is the agent running. I'll show you how you can run it here already. Here is the agent, which is large language models, and the action is calling the tabli API key, right? So here what you can do is, so this is the start, it goes to the agent, it goes to the action, goes back to the agent, and there is the end. That's it. So here what I can do, and I will talk the interrupt later, but here you can go to the message. I can say what is the weather of Helsinki, and I will submit it. So now you can see it goes through the agent, it goes through the action, and then it will go back to the agent, and it will go to the end, and there is the result. Here is the answer. Many of you were confused about the interrupts. So what interrupts do is, it's kind of a human in the loop kind of things, right? So if you go to the interrupts, here you can see agent before, after, action before, after. Let's say that I want to have or interrupt before it calls the agent, right? So here I said before. And now I will go to the message again, or you can even go here and say okay, run from here. I can say rerun from here. It's rerunning from there. Now you can see it goes to the agent, it goes to the action, and now it is waiting for my action here, right? Meaning that my input continue to the action, because this is interrupt here before calling the action. If I say continue, now it will go and call the Tabli API key. You can see here Tabli source results, and then goes back to the agent and calls the answer. This is how you can have the interaction into the LangGraph Studio itself. So this is all what I explained you before also, but with the Docker and all the different things, which is not needed now. Now the second part, how to connect this to the chat UI. For the chat UI, this is the chat UI link. First, I will show you the hosted version already. Let me open this in a new tab. This is the UI agent chat. Welcome to this. Deployment URL is localhost 2020. We don't need to change anything. Here, assistant graph ID is agent, because we have the agent in the app itself. We don't need to provide the LangSmith API. It is said here this is not needed if you are using a local LangGraph server. We are not using the hosted version. So I can just say continue. Here, the same thing I showed you in the beginning. Hi. We don't need to go through the studio now. It's already in the UI. You can just go here and say, okay, what is the weather of Kathmandu? So it is going to go through the Tabli source results, current weather of Kathmandu, this. Okay, it's 19.2 degree. If you need more details, feel free to ask. So this is the chat UI, right? The good part here is once you are calling these things, we have the chat history or thread history here. You can go here and source the new simple things, but all these traces or the things happening in the UI, if you now go to the studio, so this is the one that we are going. If you click on the threads, you can see 32 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever we ask in the UI is also reflected here. You can just click here and see we asked here weather of Kathmandu and so on, right? And the good part is that if you hover on top of this, it is shown in the graph itself. I go here, I go up here, and this is the good part of the LangGraph Studio also, to show side by side. This is from the hosted version, right? But we need to also, let's say, run it locally. How to do that? Instruction is quite clear here, but first you need to have the npx install. For that I recommend you to download Node.js, or you know how to do it. Download the npx. There is again two ways how to do it. You can either run this directly, or you can clone it and go inside the chat UI. I will go in the terminal here, and I will open the new tab here, LangGraph. So this is running here. Let me open a new one. So here I will go one step back, right? And I will run npx create, or I will copy this one, go to the terminal, and I will, just to show you, I have npx installed. If I do npx, it's green. I have npx 11.1.0, right? So I will do Control V. If I run this, you can see here it says npx create. What is the name of the project? I can just say agent chat app, and that's it. It downloads the thing, and it also says you need to go inside it. You don't need to clone it, and you can go inside it, agent chat app, and it says pnpm install. Now you need to also have pnpm install in your machine first. Just install pnpm and check the version. I have 10.5.1. I can just run the command that is mentioned here, or it's in the documentation also, pnpm install, right? I will do pnpm install. So now it is going to be installing all the necessary things for this particular chat UI, and not the LangGraph application that we had before, right? For the application, you can use any of the applications you want. I just showed you one example having the tool call to the Tabli and the LLM call, but you can have as much complicated agents as you want. This is installed. Now I can run pnpm dev as it is mentioned here. Now it is running in localhost 5173. As you can see here, 5173. I can click this one, and yeah, this is running in localhost 5173, and it will be the same which is hosted by LangChain team themselves. Here you can just do 2024 agent, continue the same thing now running locally. You can just do, hi, how can I assist you? What is the weather of San Francisco? Or you can even ask some other things because it is going through the Tabli API source anyway. I can say what date is today, because when you ask the LLM, it does not know today's date because it was trained from previous data. But now today is in March, so it says today's date is March 13 2025. So that's the same simple thing. I can open here. I think I covered all the different things. One last thing is that if you want to see the traces, you can go to the tracing projects. This is the default one because this is the reason we provided the LangSmith API key. You can go to the settings here, API key, and get the API key from here. I'll go back to the tracing projects. I have just one default one. You can see here all the different things is mentioned here. You can see all the traces here. This is the good part of providing the LangSmith API key, so that you know the traces, but you don't need to provide that if you don't need to have the traces. That's all I wanted to show you in this video. I hope now you know how to have a agent. Of course, you can have the agent as you want. You can go through the LangChain's LangGraph Academy. I highly recommend you to go through this course. It provides each and every details of LangGraph. You can create a LangGraph agent, and then you can run that with LangGraph CLI. You don't need to install locally all the different dependencies. You can connect that with this simple chat UI and have the conversations and have the traces in the LangSmith itself. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.